Oh my goodness, what alternate reality have I woken up to? How is it going, everyone? Randomly on this December 18th morning, we have an update on Lost Soul Aside, a gameplay trailer and an announcement of a release window. The game will be out in 2025. This is actually a significant pickup for PlayStation. Not a full exclusive. The game will actually be launching on PC day one, which I find incredibly interesting because I would put this game in the same category as a game like Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, in the sense that it's not being done by a PlayStation-owned studio, but it is being published by PlayStation, and they are putting the game on PC day one, which again, I find very, very interesting. I think this is a great idea, but this is something they typically wouldn't do for single-player games like this. But the trailer itself is fairly brief. It's only about 50 seconds long, and, you know, it's announced for 2025. With a game like this and as tumultuous of, I don't even know if the development cycle has been tumultuous, it's just been long. It hasn't been something like we've heard, oh my god, Ulti-Zero Games is falling apart or something like that. It's like, bro, I'm pretty sure we heard about this game before Final Fantasy 15 was out, and I bring up Final Fantasy 15 because there were so many comparisons about how the main character looks like Noctis, and the game got revealed before FF15 came out. Final Fantasy 16 came out almost a year and a half ago, or did come out a year and a half ago. We're gonna be approaching 2 years by the time Lost Soul Aside comes out, but the gameplay we see in this gameplay trailer, I think it looks great. I'm all for technically high quality visuals, and it looks like this game's certainly gonna be having that, especially when you see the main character walking through this field, and I just think that looks phenomenal. The gameplay itself looks like an incredibly stylish action game. I know we've seen the resemblances to Devil May Cry, and obviously Final Fantasy 15 from an art direction standpoint. I think the game does look quite good, and you know what? You've got Death Stranding 2 coming out next year. You've got Ghosts of Yotai coming out next year. Lost Soul Aside doesn't have to be this amazing marquee PlayStation title. I would honestly say, in terms of the scale of all of the PlayStation titles come out, right now, it's probably like a second-tier PlayStation exclusive, but it's adding depth to the library of titles that'll be out on PlayStation next year, and I think that's fantastic. After a very lackluster 2024, however, if you look at it from 2024 standpoint, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Stellar Blade Rise of Ronin, those were all third-party timed exclusives to various degrees. Stellar Blade and Ronin are more so in line with PlayStation titles because they were actually published by PlayStation, not PlayStation just throwing a bag of money at somebody and getting a timed exclusive. But I digress. This is being legit published by PlayStation, like Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, and that's great. It's not a first-party title. First-party is still fairly weak in 25, but what can you do? Hopefully Ghosts of Yotai turn out well, and Ghosts of Yotai being that one big-budget AAA game, at least we're getting one instead of literally zero this year, depending on, you know, Astrobot ended up winning Game of the Year, so they kind of lucked into that. I don't think they were expecting a game of that level when Astrobot got greenlit. I'm just saying, but like, credit to Team Asabi for figuring that one out, and they did a great job. But yeah, Lost Soul Aside gonna be a game that finally comes out, and they've got some screenshots posted. There's a Steam page posted as well, so I find that fascinating. Again, it'll be very interesting to follow it from that standpoint, in the sense that this is a game that I don't think PlayStation had to release on PC. I don't know if it's a situation of Ulti-Zero Games going to PlayStation and being like, hey, I think it would be best if this game was on PC right away. And I do think it's a great idea to put it on PC right away, especially when you're establishing a new studio, you're establishing a new IP. However, I don't know how important it is for PlayStation to establish Ulti-Zero Games. Now, it could be a situation where Lost Soul Aside is going to be coming out on PC, and they're already in talks of an acquisition of Ulti-Zero Games, but then that's even more fascinating, since you're literally releasing this on PC as they're becoming a first-party studio, which again is uncharted territory for PlayStation, and that's an aspect of this story that I do think is going to be getting lost. A brand new title being published by PlayStation, not a live service game, a single-player title being launched day one on PC. that is a huge move for PlayStation and really showcases their their moves going forward. Now, I don't think this speaks to Ghosts of Yotai coming to PC day one. However, look at Spider-Man 2. We had always heard, hey, 2 years at the very minimum. And I believe Herman Holster, somebody from PlayStation, directly said it would be a couple of years before these games come out on PC. Spider-Man 2 is the quickest turnaround that we've seen for any of those games. I've seen some theories being thrown out that maybe that's a Marvel thing. I don't think that's a Marvel thing. But, you know, who knows as far as why that's happening. That's what is it, October to January, so that would be a 15-month turnaround. That's far less than 24 months, you guys, and now Lost Soul aside, you've got that coming out in day one. But I think this is a great idea, given I have always felt that the console and PC markets were a lot more divided than people expect. I do think that there's a large number of people jumping over to PC gaming, but I do think a lot of that is coming from the Xbox side of things. And as far as the PlayStation side of things, it's still the go-to console in terms of, bro, there's such a large number of people that are your casual gamers that just play COD, FIFA, NBA, Madden, and also a large portion of people that are just always going to prefer a console. And by the way, a PlayStation 5 is $500, a digital edition console is $400, a digital edition console on sale was just $375, the physical console was $450. Go try to build a PC for $375 or $450 and tell me how that turns out. I'm sure, you know, I'll get the fiends with their budget rigs and whatnot, but you get the idea. Like, there's a market for both of these, and I think they have distinct audiences. And to establish a new franchise, I had said this about Stellar Blade as well. Look at how Black Myth Wukong did. Imagine Black Myth Wukong, for whatever reason, was a legit exclusive on PlayStation 5. I think that would have inherently been a problem. Look at how Helldivers 2 did. If that was an exclusive on PlayStation 5, I think that would have been a problem. Establishing these franchises, and I know Helldivers 2 was a sequel, but you get the idea. It just increases the ceiling so much by dropping a game like this on PC as well, and I think it's going to do very well on PC as long as, you know, the rhetoric around the game is pretty solid. But very, very nice surprise. Your boy's been covering this game for years and years, so it's finally nice to see some sort of update on it and getting a release window. Like, I never thought the day would honestly come, but we got Black Myth Wukong coming out, we got Stellar Blade coming out, Crimson Desert hopefully coming out next year as well, Lost Soul aside next year. Seems to be a good time period for those games that, you know, I'm super pessimistic. I'm like, bro, this game ain't ever coming out. It looks too good to be true. And yeah, been a pretty good time for that. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.